Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis here from CinemaSound.com. Today we're going to be talking about the Cinema Sound Foley Library and doing the ever elusive and ever difficult nylon jacket Foley here with the library. So we've got a little scene here. We've got some footsteps and some leg Foley in already. Let's just see what we got up against us here.
Jesus. What? I got out of yoga class for you. I got your text. I got my phone on silent. It was.
Now there's some already Nat sound in there. You can hear just because it's in his dialogue track.
On silent. It was.
So, and it sounds like crap. And one of the great things that Foley does is help sounds that you just can't get out of the dialogue track. Adding Foley to it adds a great sounding, high fidelity layer or sound reinforcement to kind of cover that over. And that's what we definitely want to do. So we'll go back here. This is a lot of work. So just bear with me on how we do it. But it should be, normally getting this right in a Foley theater, Foley studio would be very difficult to do. All the positions and very difficult. And probably take about as long as doing it here in this library. But we've got some cool ways of making this quicker. So over here, you can see I've already loaded the loud short, heavy jacket, loud medium, medium short, medium, and soft medium. We're going to use probably, I don't know how many of these, but certainly most of them. Again, all of them are triggerable from the keyboard. So let's just listen to loud short here. Beautiful nylon kind of jacket. Here's loud medium, so it means it's a little bit longer. Oh, and I've also got this bandpass filter on. So let me just put it on low pass just so you can hear this a little bit better. Here's the short. Here's medium short. Medium. Some nice juicy stuff in there. And then soft medium. And that stuff's really great for just kind of general jacket motion. And, we're not going to be able to have an actual performance. So that jacket is always moving. He's almost never static. So we have to add some kind of general static stuff that's going on underneath there in between where the hits are, where he's moving. And we want to get that. So let's just identify. Normally we would do this with spotting where we'd have markers, but this is a short scene, so we could do this generally. So let's just identify the things that we know we want to hit and perhaps which sounds we want to use.
Jesus.
So that, boom, boom, hands in the pocket.
Out of yoga class for you.
And then it's text. Kind of a general shoulder.
Phone on silent.
This right here.
It was.
Dunk. So those are, when he sits down, he does his hands in his pockets, and then the dunk, dunk. Those are our big things. The rest of it can kind of be fill. Underneath the sound of the ambiences, which are really quite strong. So we're going to be using the short sound. Let's just see if the loud short will get us what we want in terms of some of those hits. Let's see.
Jesus. What?
It'll certainly work for the hands in the pockets.
What? Got out of yoga.
Let's see here.
What?
That's one. Really quick here. These two right here ought to do. So we're going to key in our key switch so that we don't get lost. Let's see, I'm on the jacket. Yes. Put that in there right away so that we don't, just so you can see what I did, so that we don't lose our key switch, because we're definitely going to be changing our key switches as we move forward. In fact, let me just slide this over so you can see it a little bit better. Limited screen real estate here. We're good here. All right, so let's just see. We don't have to be super accurate because it's easy to fix.
Jesus. What?
Hands in. So that was pretty good. Let's go here. My guess is I was a little late, but let's see.
What?
Definitely. So we're going to go about 3 frames up.
What?
Still maybe a little early, 1 frame back.
What?
And let's spread one of these out a couple more frames.
What?
There we go. And now that's too early. We'll put them both back.
What?
He did put them in kind of pretty much the same time.
What?
Yeah, they're late.
What?
There we go. That's good. Now the next thing we want to deal with is the up and down.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent. It was
right there. That should do it.
Text. Got my phone on silent. It was
Right there.
my phone on silent. It was
Way early.
my phone on silent. It was
Yeah, let's see how we did.
on silent. It was
Awesome. We'll bring up the velocity on this. We'll just add a little, because that's a little bright. Yeah, something like this.
on silent. It was
Cool, and we can always dumb that down. Now let's get the rest of this, his little, moving around stuff that he's doing.
Jesus. What? Got out a yoga class for
Which
you.
is probably, it might be the medium, this here. So as soon as we get him sitting down, we'll do a new key switch.
Jesus. What? Got out a yoga
over.
class.
And now we'll be here doing this kind of stuff.
What? Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text.
That's
What?
a little harder.
Got out a yoga class. What? Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent. It was
Okay. And then we have to add the key switch back in to go back into the loud short, which is easy to do.
text. Got my phone on silent. It was
There it is. Now it should all work just good.
What? Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent.
Not bad. Let's add a little more velocity to these dudes here. We're going to merge them, put them together. I'm going to slide this off so I can have a little more access to this.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text.
I'd love to have this louder.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text.
Not that much louder. Ooh.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent. It was
Cool.
text. Got my phone on silent.
And there's a little bit more velocity we could have on these. Velocity just making these a little bit louder.
Text. Got my phone on silent. It was
Beautiful.
got out a yoga class for you. I got your text.
He's also doing a lean. You can see he's going to go in another lean there. So we want to add that in there. This little guy could be used better served somewhere right around here when he does his lean. Let's try that.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text.
And then he comes back. So this is actually a little shorter. We'll copy another one. By the time he comes back here, we'll get both of those.
Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent.
Perfect. Now this is super loud. I mean, these are going to be down. We're going to EQ them in the mix, but at least we have these elements in there. Let's just listen down and make sure we've got them. Here's our key switch.
Jesus. What? Got out a yoga class for you. I got your text. Got my phone on silent. It was
Beautiful. So it's really, really hard to do, even in a Foley situation where you have a studio. But here, it took us a few minutes, but we got it, and it's a very difficult thing to do. And once we put it in the mix, you'll see how awesome it sounds. Hopefully, you're loving your Cinema Sound Foley library as much as we love it. And we got tons of tutorials here for you, and we'll see you in the next one.
even if